Welcome, I'm Finalizing OPPO A9 from 2020, and today I'll show you how to go through the setup process of the device. So when you boot up the device for the first time, you'll be presented with this screen, so choose your language, and all you need to do is select the language that you want to see the device in. I'm gonna stick with English and tap on continue. Then region options, all you need to do here is just select your region. It will show you at the top all the regions that are associated with English, while then all the other ones on top of that. So you can just select United States, continue, and then you have Wi-Fi connection. Now if you want to skip it, you can do that by all the means right here, the skip button. And if you're resetting the device, or if you have resetted the device yourself and you are logged into Google, you will actually need to log in, and this button probably won't be visible here. So for this purpose, I'm just gonna choose some network and proceed on. Tap on next. You have terms of use. You can read it by just tapping on it. So user agreement, go back, and once you're aware of it, you can tap on continue and agree. And you have user experience programs. So again, you can tap on it to see what it is. If you don't like it, you can just say no thanks, and if you want it, you can join in. You can choose no thanks, and again no thanks. Update error logs data, again all personal choice. That's, I guess, to do with, like, if you would have problems with your device, it will update the logs, and I suppose it's gonna probably send the data to OPPO so they can try to fix it, but yeah, I'm just gonna disagree with that one as well. It's all a matter of preference if you want your data to be basically handed out to OPPO or not. Here you get the option to copy your data from previous device, and this will only be visible if you connect it to network. If you haven't, then I think it will skip it. And the way this works, you can create a backup data or backup copy of your device on your old device using Google. And once you log into the same account on this device, it will allow you to back up that data with basically a drop-down menu of all the devices that you have backed up to this specific account. And I'm gonna choose don't copy, and I'm gonna set it up as new. But if you want to copy it, you could go through the setup process of it by just tapping next and reading the guide on how it is supposed to be done. And from here you can log into Google. So I'm gonna actually log in. Now if you want to log in, I can just, and you don't have an account, you can click right here, create an account. And if you just want to skip this, you have the button to do that as well. But I'm gonna log in, so Excel, then next. And I'm gonna put in the password. And again, I'm gonna press next, and I should see this. This is you. So we have the amazing welcome message of terms of service from Google. Nothing says I welcome you like agreement to something. So just tap on agree. If you want to, you can also read the terms of service for Google as the blue text that was there. Give it a moment. And you have the option to enable Google backup. This will basically keep syncing all the new things that you import to the device. So if you add a contact and you have another device on the same Google account, it will add the same contact to a different device as an example. So I just tap more. It gives you additional things as well here. So localization, scanning, stuff like that. You can disable most of them, and you also can re-enable them later on if you need to. For instance, like localization can be enabled at any time. Step next. Here you can train your Google Assistant. So if you say I agree, it will give you a bunch of text that you have to read. So Google Assistant basically can recognize your voice and understand the way you speak it, I guess. So then it's easier for it to distinguish the words. it tries to adapt to all the accents in that way. So it scans your way of speaking and your accent and then applies it to everything else you say. I think it's like a 10-step or 10 different things that you need to read, and yeah, I'm just gonna skip it. But if you want to, it's just a simple process of reading specific text while the phone is listening and then going on to the next one until it decides that we got enough data to proceed on. So just tap no thanks, and then fingerprint and face passwords. You can skip this, or you can set up some, I'm actually gonna set it up for this purpose. So once you tap on it, by default it will give you the option of a pattern, or not a pattern but PIN, but it can also have other encryption methods, and you have a few other ones. So pattern code, 4-digit password, 4 to 16-digit numeric passcode, and alphabetic password. So it's all personal choice what you prefer. I'm gonna stick with the pattern, that's what I prefer. And then you need to draw it. If you chose anything else like numeric or alphabetic, you will just have to put your desired numeric alphabetic password, then tap on again next, and input that same thing again. So just repeat the same process twice, and then you have the face unlock, which you can also skip or continue. I'm gonna skip it because I would have to take off the phone from the stand anyway, and probably wouldn't be able to see it very well considering the camera is right in front of me. So I'm just gonna skip this process. Then you have the option to add a fingerprint, which is located on the back as the image shows you. So let me just find it. And once you find it, it automatically proceeds on to start scanning your finger. Yeah, so at the beginning you want to scan just the middle of your finger, then tap on continue, and then scan more or less your edges of your finger. So basically like all the sides of it. And once it's done, you will see done, tap on continue. Again, tap on continue. Software updates, continue. You can also disable the automatic software updates and stuff like that to whatever you like. And here we got import data again, but this one is based on OPPO. So I'm not entirely sure if you would need an OPPO app for this, like other devices have their personal one. But I'm pretty sure Google works just as well, and it's on Android, so I would probably stick with that one. Now I'm gonna again set as new phone, so I'll choose that, and now the device is completely set up. So welcome, start experiencing, and you can see that we're now on the home screen. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.